Welcome back to Golf Tip of the Week. This week's golf tip, we are talking about pitching. So you can see here, I have a bunker between my ball and the green, so it's forced me to get that ball up high and to land very soft. And you think about the game of golf, as being a game of opposites. Typically the more we hit down, the more that ball is going to go up in the air. And it's no different in this situation. In order to get the ball up high in the air, I've got to make sure that my club is working down into the ball or contacting the ball on a downward strike or a downward angle of attack. All of your irons in your bag have loft on them, and they all have a different amount of loft, but they all have loft. In order to utilize the loft and to use how this club was designed to be used, the club has got to be contacting the golf ball on a downward angle of attack. What we see in a lot of golfers is the tendency to want to help the ball up into the air or swing up into the air and to send that club skyward. And typically what happens there is you contact the ball on the bottom of the club, which actually sends the ball down into the ground. Okay, so in order to help you to try and think about contacting the ball on a downward angle of attack, just think about one thing. Think about the buttons on your shirt. What the buttons on your shirt signify, they signify the bottom, typically the bottommost part of a swing arc. Your swing arc is typically, as it's coming down into the ball, then it reaches the bottommost part of the arc, then it works its way back up. So in order to create a downward strike, we have to make sure that the bottommost part of that arc is in front or to the left of that golf ball, with right-handed golfers, that is. So that's what the buttons on your shirt signify. They signify the bottommost part of the arc. So as long as they're in front of the ball, to the left of the ball, that's going to give you the best chance of actually swinging down into the ball. So when you do that, when you set up correctly and you get those buttons in front or to the left of the ball, you might feel a little weight shift into your front side, into your left foot, and you might feel like your hands want to get in front of that ball, which is great. That's also going to help you create a downward angle of attack. Okay, so I'm going to set up here and I'm going to show you what it looks like to get your buttons in front of the ball. It's going to help me hit down into it. It's going to send that ball up into the air. Okay, as you can see, in order to create that descending strike, I had to get the buttons out in front. You might have seen just a little bit of weight shift over into the left foot. My hands get a little bit forward. Not only pitching or chipping this is good for, but also when you're in rough just off the fairway and in your approach shots into greens, if you find some thicker rough, in order to contact that ball cleanly is to get the buttons out in front of that golf ball. So give this a shot, and I know it's going to help you make better contact around the greens. It's going to help you get that ball up in the air and to help you judge your distances better, help you create better touch and better feel. So if you have any questions with that, please feel free to contact any one of us in the golf shop, and we'd be happy to help you out.